Hello there, you're watching Knitting Together. This is Nettie.
Hello.
And I'm Julie. And right now we're going to be talking about M1. Not the motorway, okay, but I'm going to leave it to the expert to tell us exactly what M1 is.
Thank you, Julie. M1 is an abbreviation that you'll see in patterns, and it means make one. It stands for make one stitch. And I've got a little example here to show you what it looks like. So you'll see here on each side how this fabric, this sample, is increasing in width. It's a really easy way of increasing the number of stitches, and it's the kind of thing that you need a lot for toys. We've got some lovely toy examples here.
I noticed on this Triceratops, which I thought was a rhino with a bonnet, it goes very sort of, starts small and then really gets fat.
Yes, and lots of other different sorts of body shaping. Giraffe, he's got a good flat bottom, so that's been increased quite quickly, and then the body comes up and then goes and is then decreased to the neck, and the face has also got shaping in it as well. So really useful stitch to know, and you'll see it in patterns occasionally.
In fact, it's used in all of the toys, isn't it? It's integral to toy making, really.
Definitely. And there are a couple of ways you can increase. You can also increase by KFB, but this is make one abbreviated to M1 in your patterns.
Okay.
So here we have a bit of stocking stitch, and I'm just going to knit the first couple of stitches to get us into the fabric, and then I'll show you how to make one, because I've already sort of done a little bit on the sample and it won't be as clear. So we're now going to make one, and what we do is, you see this bar here, which is between the stitches.
Yes.
You're going to lift that from front to back onto your left hand needle.
Okay.
And then you're going to put your right hand needle into it from left to right, wrap the yarn anti-clockwise and pull the stitch up through and onto your right hand needle and lift it off. So you've basically made a stitch from nothing.
I'm not quite clear on the left to right bit. Could you show me again, please, Nettie?
So we'll just make M1 by using this bar here. So I'll just shimmy this back a bit. So we're going to use this bar here to make one. So we're going to insert our left hand needle under from front to back. I'm just going to insert my needle into the back here under the loop, wrap my yarn anti-clockwise and pull the stitch off as normal, so it's knitted.
So with almost every stitch you can make one.
Yes.
Which would allow for, I suppose, a very wide gradation, like on the bunting or something.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So if we were to carry on making stitches, I'll just knit to the other end, and then we can see how that looks and get away from the tight bit.
When you are knitting for toys, is it best to use smaller needles and finer wool so that the stuffing doesn't protrude at all?
Yes, again, your patterns will generally guide you, or they will tell you the weight of yarn to use. It's quite often a DK or even 4-ply for small tiny toys like the unicorn we have here.
I love this unicorn. Hello, unicorn.
So yes, your pattern will tell you the best yarn and needle size, because they go hand in hand, really.
Right.
Your needle size needs to match your yarn to get the right sort of fabric, and let's not forget that the tension needs to be right as well.
Yes.
So if we just have another look at how to make one, this bar in the middle is where you insert your left hand needle and then your right hand needle underneath, front to back. You wrap your yarn and then you knit it as normal, and you've made a stitch out of the bar between two stitches. So here we've finished the row, and we can have a look at how this has increased, and you'll see that it's,
gosh, yes, that's really quite
flared
dramatic.
it out quite a lot.
Yes.
So we've made several stitches up here, and we've also made an extra one over here from this bar from nothing. And when you do it consistently, you'll get this sort of tracking of the stitches either side of the increases.
Excellent. Lovely green M1. Really good. If you'd like to see more of Nettie's techniques and demonstrations, all you've got to do is join our lovely club Knitting Together, and you can log on at letsknit.co.uk/together, and you can also join that way or just pick up the phone 0800 904 7000. See you again soon.